all night. Say it, all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let.
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different, but it's actually going to be pretty permanent, so we may end up making a separate channel for this. But for now, I want to introduce to you guys Eva.
Hey.
Okay, so basically we are going to be doing these weekly chit chats, right? And today's topic is near and dear to my heart. Okay. What are we talking about today?
Friendships in your 20s.
Oh goodness.
Oh, child, we gotta sit up right for this one and everything.
I also did introduce Lola. Y'all know Lola, but you know, she'll be here in the chat for a little bit. She doesn't have friends, but we're trying to teach her. So, first topic or first subtopic
is, how do you define a good friend?
You tell me.
Oh, girl. See, I feel like a good friend is someone that is always there for you. Mm-hmm. You know, gives you good advice, is straight up with you, doesn't sugarcoat things, and motivates you to do better.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so for me, I think, well, let me start by saying a good friend to me may not be a good friend to the next person. I think understanding whether or not you have a good friend is part of it, is knowing yourself to understand your compatibility with people. That's the first thing I'm going to say. But for me personally, someone I consider a good friend is someone who is there on a consistent basis. And like you said, someone who's not necessarily going to sugarcoat things, but who's going to tell you stuff that you need to hear. Like, they're not going to stroke your ego. Not that they're going to be mean, but they're going to be honest. And there are times where the truth should not be sugarcoated at all. Like, you need to hear it straight, the raw, uncut truth. And there are some times where you may need to soften your approach. But for the most part, for me personally,
I'm fighting demons right now.
If you got that shit, you need to back up. Because I'm not trying to be down and out, okay? I gotta live my life.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm good now.
But yeah, like I said, for me personally, I do prefer the raw, uncut truth because I'm not gonna lie, I'm hard-headed. Mm-hmm. So I need a friend who gonna be like, girl, you look stupid. Like, no. Because if you give me the, well, if that's what you want to do, I'm gonna be looking even more stupid. So that's what a good friend is to me. Now the next little, I could go on and on about this next little part.
The next little part we're going to talk about is red flags in friendships. Downplaying accomplishments. There is, like, when you tell someone, hey, like, I got, let's say, an A on a test or a B on a test or something like that, and they're like, okay, you could have done better. Well, okay, that's cool. I got A+ and extra credit or some shit like that, you know? It's like every time you tell them something, they try to one-up you. Or every time you tell them something, they're telling you something better that they did instead of congratulating you, instead of telling you, oh, wow, like, good job.
Yes.
You know?
To piggyback off of downplaying accomplishments, so I think you need to be aware, because there are really people who will befriend you and be in silent competition with you. And I think growing up, I wish I would have learned that lesson sooner. That, like, people, I feel like there are very few people who are your friend for a genuine, I like you, we have great chemistry, we get along, I want to see you do well. I feel like a lot of people are the types, I'm not going to say a lot of people. Well, no, a lot. but I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of people will be the type of friend where they only want to see you do good as long as it's not as good as them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that I don't like at all. Like, it's weird, and I'm gonna try to keep certain words down, and try to watch my language. But like, I do not like weird stuff. Like, and as you get older, I feel like you notice it more quickly. Like, people kind of being in silent competition with you. But yeah, that's a big one.
And it be the slick remarks that you have to watch for. Because maybe it's not they straight up telling you, like, I'm competing with you, but it's going to be those little remarks that you got to watch out for, because those are the ones that are telling the big picture, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, let's say you're taking a picture with a friend, you know, you get all the shots and everything, but once it's your turn for them to take your picture, baby, the lighting not lying, like, the
okay, oh,
like...
I want to go ahead.
No, you can go.
No, I was going to say something like that. Okay, that sounds so petty, right? But as a woman, you understand the seriousness of that like example. When, like, it's some people who will take pictures. No one obviously wants to be put out on the internet or social media looking less than their best, right? Unless it's like a joke and y'all both are cool with it. Okay, cool. But there are some people who will literally take a picture and, like, intentionally post it because you don't look as good as them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that is, we're not going to do that. Or, like you said, you know, y'all are on a trip. I actually had this happen to me. Went on a trip with somebody, and literally, I'm definitely a photo type of person. I'm going to make sure you get the best pictures. I'm going to make sure that when you get your phone back after I took these pictures, you can't even decide which one to post because they all look so good. I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. But there are some people who literally, you do that for them. You get your phone back after they took your pictures, and you looking like, why do I look like a freaking walrus in 9 out of 10 pictures? And half the time, I'm not even looking at the camera like, what's going on, girl?
Closed.
That's what I'm saying. You done gave it back.
Like, damn.
I got a piece of food on my shirt. Like, girl, what's tea? Like, let me know.
Okay, no long-term relationship, cheating, and romantic relationships. If you can't be loyal to the one person you're supposed to be loyal to, the one person that knows you inside out, naked, cooch and all,
girl,
how do you expect me to believe that you're gonna be loyal to me and not talk shit behind my back, not, like, you know, do me wrong?
I feel it. So I'm gonna speak on the other one about no long-term, like, friendships and relationships. I think, especially now, when you like a teenager, like in early 20s, it's a little bit more understandable because people are still learning. People are still in their, like, selfish mindsets and things like that. So sometimes friendships don't last as long. But when you get to, like, when you hit that mid-20 mark, or you coming up on the mid-20s or even later 20s, and you mean to tell me you ain't got no friendships from back in the gap, or you're not on good terms with, like, nobody, and every couple of years or every year or two you got a new best friend, to me that is a red flag. And by no means am I saying that just because you do one or two, now some of these are deal breakers for me, but some of them are just like, ooh, I don't know, I kind of gotta watch that. But yeah, if you don't have, like, no type of long-term relationships or good you're not on really good terms with anybody, it might be useless.
Yep. And then the next point, we have no driven ambition.
Oh, if you in the same spot, if we've been friends for years, and on year 2, year 3, whatever, you still at the spot you were at in year 1, and there's no type, like, and you're okay with that,
I don't know what to tell you, boo, but because this is the thing. Like, if you're around ambitious people, they gonna make you want to be ambitious, gonna make you want to get your life together and do all this, and both of y'all gonna be winning. It's the same thing. Like, for example, okay, I'm in school, right? And I have this, well, we're not friends, but there's this girl, she sat by me because we're the only girls in this class or whatever. And she's talking to me about all these events, talking about all these grades and stuff like that. And, like, without even trying, she started to make me push myself harder because, like, damn, she got all these good grades. I can do it if she can. Or if she's telling me, hey, let's go to this event, let's go to this event. I'm like, oh, not my word control. Like, all these things, I'm trying to be better now. But if I sit beside someone or be with someone that all they do is gossip, all they do is, like, not pay attention, all they do is not, I'll be giggling and all this whole time my grade going down. Like, you gotta be aware about who you have in your circle. Because, you've heard that phrase that's like, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah.
That's the truth, because you're telling me you're hanging around all these people that party, you're not gonna want to party?
I was just gonna say, like, there's like a little quote that's like, you are like a sum or a combination of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that's true. If you are surrounding yourself with people who have no type of drive, no type of ambition, who, it's like, and I don't mean people, because everybody wants better, everybody can say they want better, but like people who are not actively trying to progress and do better and get better, you're not going to do it. So we already talked about like secret competition. But the other thing about, or like another red flag that I wrote down, was someone who always has to be the center of attention. There are some people who naturally attract attention, and that's fine. But when it gets to the point where you can't do without it, I don't want no parts. Because if you'll do anything for attention, I gotta go. Because I don't want you to be doing crazy stuff, and then next thing you know, that type of energy, or just that, your attention, not all attention is good attention, in my opinion. And if you are willing to do anything to be the center of attention, I do not want that negativity. To me, that's negative, because there are no boundaries there. There's nothing that you wouldn't do to get it. And I do not want someone else, because I'm associated with you, to feel that I'm the same way. No, I don't have to have any attention whatsoever. Please leave me alone. So, yeah. Ooh, we're actually going to take a little break.
Oh, I was just thinking the same.
Now we're in tune. Okay.
Telepathically.
Okay. We might be a little team.
A little.
Okay, y'all. We have, like, I fixed us, like, not even a little bit of tequila. I fixed us some tequila, y'all.
Let's be real. Let's bring these boys out. Oh.
I tasted it, and I was like,
Oh, no, my stomach being out.
I wish I would have grabbed the that Patron, because the Patron is a little smoother.
Oh, child.
I cannot, because this
we're gonna start stuttering our words.
Okay, I'm gonna just get a little sippy sip, okay? Ooh. It's
Let's not talk tea, because
this is a lot. This is a lot.
Oh.
Woo!
You a little toxic to me.
All right. So, next point, managing your expectations to avoid disappointments. This one, the earlier you learn it, the better. I'm going to say this. Everybody is not going to be like you. And there is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't necessarily make them a bad friend. But we need to understand people before we just start attaching the word friend to them. There are some people who you just can't call on. There are some people who, there are levels to friendship. There are people who are great for a good time. There are some people who are great for a good cry. you need to be able to decipher between the two. Just because you can call on one friend and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, and they kind of talk you through it and help you find solutions, does not mean the next friend is going to be the same way. So understand these people that you have in your life so you know what to expect out of them so that you don't get disappointed.
Period. No, but it's true. Like, okay, you gotta know which friends are for what. That's basically it. This friend, I can have a good time, but you know, this friend not gonna want to go to church on Sunday or Saturdays or you know whatever, because that's just not her, and I can't expect her to do that. I can't expect or force that person to do other things when that's not how we met. That's not how we like, you know, contribute to each other. Or you have friends where, you know, you can go to for advice and they're going to give you the advice you need, and you can trust that person not to spit it back in your face. Because you know that friend, like, that's what y'all are there for. You can call them up, say, hey, I'm crying, I need advice, and they're going to help you. You just got to know who friends or what friends or what, you know? Like, keep in mind that person A is not going to give what person B is giving you. And that's the thing about friendships. That's why we have friendships. You know, you give, like, they give back, and then you just know, you know?
Yeah. So, like, kind of going along with that, like I said, just because one person isn't the friend that you may go to in your time of need doesn't mean that they're a bad friend.
Yeah, like there's low maintenance friends.
Yes,
and
like
there's high maintenance friends.
You have to understand. Now, there are also some people who, okay, so we have different levels of friendship, right? We got our fun friend, we got our shoulder to cry on friend. But our shoulder to cry on friend is not the one we really call when we're ready to go out, because she's not that type of girl. You know what I mean? But every now and then you'll have a certain type of friend who is willing to grow, or over time they grow and become more than what you initially had them as. You know what I mean? And to me, those are your people for real. The ones that grow with you. Like, there are some friendships that aren't going to last. Not that y'all fall out, but y'all just outgrow each other. But the ones that grow with you, the ones that start in one spot, and as you age and get older, they like kind of supersede that box you had them in, and now they're not just a fun friend. You can go to them and cry with them. They do offer you like logical advice. They do bring you back to earth when you're doing a little bit too much. They do hold you accountable. Those are your people. They're hard to find. I am not gonna lie.
Those are hard to find, like people that you grow with, because it's like, you know me from when we first started talking, and you know that I'm not the same person now. We both grew with each other. We both know how we are now. And it's just like, keep in mind, again, that those friends are not the same as other friends. When you meet someone new, don't go straight telling your business, because you don't know who that person is. When you talking to your party friends, don't be telling them your business.
Come on.
Because they not there for you.
Come on.
They're there to shake ass and, you know, drink a little.
Come on. Keep your business to, like, you should only be telling your, like, people have to work for that. Your private, personal business, people should work to have access to that information. Yeah. All right, the next point, we kind of gonna, like, low-key fly through this because we kind of been talking about it the whole time, but just knowing when to call people your friends. There are some people who you're cool with, y'all are not friends, you don't know anything about these people outside of you met them at the club, or you see them every Friday night when you go to the club. That's all you really know about them. Like,
those are not your friends. Those are people who you party with.
Yeah,
people
like,
you associate yourself with.
Like, just know when to call people your friends. Friendship, anything where you are inviting people into your personal life, friends, partners. I mean, family's already in your personal life, but you can have strong relationships with some family members and others. But those people have to earn that position in your life, y'all. Like, don't just be, you can be friendly without having a lot of friends. Now, I'm not very friendly. I'm very standoffish because I like to sit back and
Why you do that?
I peep that because, and the reason why I'm like that, why I like to sit back a little bit, is because I like to see how you move with everybody else. Mm-hmm. So I know if you ever approach me, I know how to take you.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you, it's like if a person comes up to you, talks mad crap about another person,
and they don't know you from a can of paint.
I know not to tell you nothing.
Nah, baby, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, you call a person a friend when, girl, I don't even know how to tell you for real. Because honestly, it's just like you have to see how they are, how they interact with other people. Because the way they interact with other people is how they're gonna interact with you. You gotta see what mental state they're in to see if that's someone you want to bring into your life. If that's someone you can, associate yourself with. I'm not gonna be friends with the weird
girl. Okay, listen, y'all. So this is actually really, really funny. The next point is hilarious to me. So the next point is, how do we think a friendship should be properly ended and what we actually do?
Now, warning. We are not the best at this. I'm going to tell you right now.
She tried to end our friendship like a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Y'all going to have to listen. This is not a video where, look, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because honestly, we're just talking off our asses and we really just...
Then we got a little tequila.
And then we got a little... But no, like...
Okay, y'all. So,
anyways,
the next point that we were talking about was, what was it? Oh, how we recommend, or what we recommend doing to properly end a friendship versus what we do. How do you think friendship should be ended?
See, this is my thing.
It's gonna be some mess, y'all.
No, it is, because honestly, this is what I do. If I see that you're not, obviously, I've had people tell me that, I go ghost and like I stop talking or whatever. But this is the thing. This is what I'm doing. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be friends with you no more. Because that's just my thing. Like, but then again, like I have some personal things or whatever. But when I want to stop being friends with someone, I stop giving the same energy that I used to give you. That's what I do. If I used to text you every day, if I used to call you every day, if I used to want to ask to hang out with you every day, and then out of nowhere, I just stopped doing those things.
Stop, Lola.
I just don't want to be friends with you no more.
Okay. So we know what not to do. Okay. But for real.
Because this tea. So,
hold on. So let me say this. As far as how I think, I don't believe that every friendship deserves a conversation to end. Especially if that person did like some shady, like unforgivable stuff. Nah, just get away from me. But if you kind of just feel like if y'all are close enough, to me, I always recommend just kind of like gradually falling back from people. One thing about me, I'm not a ghoster. For me to ghost you, you had to have done something like that I just do not fuck with at all.
And that's how you see with two different people. Because I'm a ghoster.
This girl is she's a half ghoster. I'm
a ghoster. I'm castrated with this bitch.
She tried to ghost me. Okay. Do you want to tell the story?
Nah. Cause let's talk about it. One day, I was at work and I got on my phone. I grabbed my phone, texted her, talking about whoop the whoop. And this bitch gonna say, "No, I done fucking told you not to do this," cussing at me. And I'm over here like, let me stand on business. So what I do? Dude, I stood on business for 2 weeks. I'm not even because that day I literally I blocked her. I deleted her number. I removed her from all social media. I even blocked her on all the main page, the spam, Facebook. We didn't even have each other.
Oh my gosh!
Because I was like, nope, not on my phone. She comes in at work 15 minutes later talking about, you still mad at me?
Okay, wait. Let me tell my side.
That sent me over the edge. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and clock out. I clocked out. 2 weeks passed. New Year's come. Hey, Pookie.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I need everybody to understand about Christa. When Christa, it takes me a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very forgiving person. It takes me a long time to decide to stand on business. But when I decide to stand on business, baby, I'm standing on business, okay? So she texted me, you know, I said what I had to say back. And even though I did cuss, the whole time I actually wasn't mad. Like, I really was just being dramatic. So I literally didn't think she was that mad until I went into work. So when I went into work, I'm like, hey, Pookie, you know what I mean?
Could you imagine how frustrated I fucking was? Because it's like you having a semi-bad day. You telling whoop-de-whoop, and whoop-de-whoop just comes at you 100 miles per hour.
But listen, we have two feisty personalities, so I'm thinking she gonna be cool, right? Like, cause whatever. So I get into work and I'm like talking to her. She's like walking off, not looking at me, and I'm like, oh, she's mad for real. And it was funny, like, and I think it made it worse because I was laughing, cause I was like, dang, like she really mad. So time goes by. I did not notice that she had me blocked on like Instagram and stuff. Now I knew she had me blocked on the phone because I had texted her one day and it didn't go through. And I was like, oh no, now she got me blocked. Then this girl gonna text me New Year's. I was like, Happy New Year's, Cookie. I said, oh, excuse me, not even texting me. DM'd me.
No, y'all, and I'm gonna be honest why I DM'd her.
Cause she didn't have my number no more.
Cause I don't even remember it.
So I'm like, this girl has lost her mind. And I wasn't going to respond, but I was like, nah, because it really wasn't that deep. Like, it was just whatever. So I just messaged her back, and then
I followed her back.
Yeah, we were friends again.
Figured out what her number was.
Girl, you really are trying to be. Okay, so y'all, this is the last point. I actually have a lot to say about this point, but I'm trying to keep it cute. Balancing relationships with friendships.
I'm bad at this.
Some people cannot do it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to be, oh, my man, it's all about him. Forget these other people, they'll be there when I'm done. You know what I mean? But your relationships outside of your romantic partnership, they're just as important. They're just as important. Now, do I feel like your relationship should take precedence? Yes, especially if it's like a serious, committed relationship, like y'all are moving towards marriage type stuff. Absolutely, that should come first. But that doesn't mean you neglect. Just because I spend more time, obviously, with my man doesn't mean that I'm neglecting my friendships. There's a difference between neglecting friendships and prioritizing friendships. You know what I mean? Like,
this is what we girls gotta understand. We are quick to drop everything and be with the guy.
Say it.
But a guy, he gonna still hang out with his homeboys.
Come on.
He's still gonna want to go out and party with his homeboys. You never see a guy in a relationship drop his friends. Never. They still in that group chat texting. They still going out on the weekends when you're not there. They still doing this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And a girl is quick to forget. Like, honestly, like, we need to figure out, the quicker we figure out that our friends were there first, the quicker we figure out how to balance friendships and relationships, the easier life is going to get. Because when you get older, you're going to have to figure out how to balance your kids and your man and your friends and your family and your this and that. Like, balancing, that's the thing of this. Because at the end of the day, if your man cheats or if your man does this or if your man does that, who are you quick to run to? Your friends. And your friend's going to be like, damn, now you want to talk to us?
I don't like the feeling of oh, you only talk to me when you need something, when you need support, and when you want to, complain. No, don't be that friend with me because I'll get on down real quick. But you have to understand that, not that I wish anybody's relationship fail, but if something were to go wrong in that relationship, like she said, the first person you're going to run to a lot of times is going to be your friends. And I'm sorry, if you couldn't talk to me while you were with that person, don't talk to me after. And that's just how I feel about it.
Yep. Because like I said, again, that man is not going to drop his friends for you. So why are you dropping your friends for him?
Okay, y'all. We had a long little chat. That was crazy. I didn't know we talked that much.
No, for real.
But we're going to take a little sippy sip for the road. Let me keep that little water, honey. Oh.
To the end of the video.
Okay, so I really actually enjoyed this little sit down. I hope y'all enjoyed meeting Eva because she's going to be around for quite a little minute.
Unless I decide to ghost her again.
If she ghosts me again, I'm going to make her stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Oh. She was laughing like a grown man. Because she know you lying too.
I'm lying, girl.
Ain't nobody standing on business in this house.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no. She know her mama stand on business. Because where her daddy at? Oh, okay. Anyway.
Okay.
No shade. But anyway, y'all, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell us what y'all want us to talk about next week. I'm going to post, well, in the description box, I'm going to leave both of our Instagram handles tagged because we do, like, post on our Instagram what we're going to talk about and, like, ask for suggestions and comments there. And also, y'all, talk to us on Instagram. I be talking to people. I don't care if I know you or not. I respond. As long as you ain't on no weird stuff, I respond to people, so.
Unless you ain't asking me for no weird shit. Talk to me. Because honestly, yeah. Any advice, whoop-de-whoop.
It's going to be, I think next week is going to be a fun week. I kind of have some ideas I wanted to chat with you about. Okay, y'all, we are about to skedaddle and probably take some thumbnail pics because it has to be cute. Bye, y'all.